Hello, everyone. We're still in the coronavirus days. I'm going to be reading 4 verses, I think, today, and and I'm going to be in 2 Corinthians 12 in the King James version of the Bible. I'm going to read 7 through 10, and it says, "And lest I should be exalted above measure, through the abundance of the revelations there was given unto me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in mine infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." I was thinking about Paul in another place said he fought a good fight. So this is a fight. It's a fight every day. And you need to. Fighters don't just walk into the ring the day of the fight and not have prepared. You got to prepare for the fight. I think they get sparring partners or whatever, something to get them ready. And every blessing will come with something to balance that out. I know in the parable of the wheat and the tares, every time for when you have wheat, you can't expect not to have tares. Paul said it was given unto me a thorn, I think he said. So it was a gift. We want to push him back, the thorns, the pressures and whatever else. But he said it was a gift. You're God's property. If you lived in a gated community, there'd be something protecting you. God is standing between you and the enemy, and you are God's property, and He is going to protect that. I remember when I was in the Army, they called us GIs. That was government issue. You've been issued by you belong to. So we belonged to the government for that period of time. I guess the United States loaned us to the Army, or however they thought about that. But we are property. We're God issued. We are property of the Lord. And a thorn sometimes it's just keeping you from being so judgmental. If we didn't have thorns, if we just had smooth sailing, we wouldn't understand other people, why they would have anything. So, and I think the word buffet technically really means beat in the face. Like Jesus at the end, he was beat so bad that he was nearly unrecognizable. The thorn, it keeps you from being too impressed with yourself, thinking that you're invincible. You have to go forward in this thing without it being everything being perfect. I know when I worked in Huntsville, I told this on another video, that I would go in the first light in Hazel Green. If it was red, I didn't turn around and come back home. I just kept going until I got a green light. And babies, they're born crying. And I think that, I don't know that they don't know anything right then, but I believe it's because they're in for a fight. They come in crying, and they know that it's going to be, and God knows it's going to be a fight. If the guy writing this has a thorn in the flesh and's been hit in the face, buffeted, don't you know that the guy reading this is going to have the same thing? How do I think I'm going to get away? That's a thing he told Paul when he was Saul on the way to Damascus. He said he was going to show him what things he must suffer. you got assets and then you got liabilities. They balance themselves out. You can't have assets without having some liabilities. Uh, God, He balances things out. He balances out victories with humility. He'll let you be humble. We're the student of the things that God fixes. That's part of our testimony, but we should be a student of the things that God won't fix, so we'll know what He approves of and doesn't approve of. Uh, I don't like this coronavirus. I don't like trials and temptations, but God knows that we need to be ready, and this is part of His preparation. Prepare. You have a paring knife, and you can cut a apple or pear or whatever into whatever way you want it. You pare it. So we need to be prepared. We need to be cut into the mold that can withstand the onslaught of the things that Satan throws at us. So I just felt like telling you that we're in a fight. Let's look up. We are in a fight, but we know that God is helping us fight our battle. We're not in this alone. He said He'd never forsake us or leave us alone. We got the best that there could be on our side. I heard a song once years ago. It said, "Me and Jesus are a majority." I couldn't get it. I would say that over and over in my mind. Me and Jesus is a majority. We're a majority. Me and Jesus. Me and Jesus is a majority. And I went on like that, and then I saw, and what I saw was like the things that are against me weighting me down, and then if God steps on the scales, then He evens it back up. If I'm on the scales with God, we're going to be on the winning side. So may God bless you. I hope this has helped you in some way. And until we meet again, may God bless you.